A pearl of infinite price. What is the pearl of infinite price? Well, I'm going to give you an acronym. P-E-A-R-L. The pearl of infinite price is to make it to heaven. But we have to carry out the P-E-A-R-L to make it to heaven. So let's go. P stands for prayer. St. Alphonsus says, "He who prays will be saved, he who does not pray will be damned." E, the Eucharist. Jesus says, "I am the bread of life. Whoever eats my body and drinks my blood will have everlasting life, and I will raise him up on the last day." We have to have a real hunger for the Eucharist, which is the bread of life. A stands for adoration. Not only do we have to receive the Eucharist, but we have to adore him. The Magi can be our example. They saw Jesus, and then they prostrated themselves on the ground in humble adoration to the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. They were kings, but they recognized that there was a greater king than them. That was Jesus, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. R stands for reparation. All of us are sinners. We have to repair for our past sins as well as the sins of all of humanity. That's why every Friday we're called to do some type of penance to repair for our past sins. In justice, we have to repair for the evil that we've done. That's when we go to confession. The last step of confession is to carry out the penance that the confessor gave to us. And the last letter in the word pearl is L, and it stands for love. We're called to love God, but we're also called to love our neighbor. Horizontal dimension of love is loving God with our whole heart, mind, and soul. The vertical is to love our neighbor. So the pearl is heaven, but we got to pray. We got to go to the Eucharist. We have to adore the Lord. We have to offer up prayers and acts of reparation for our past sins as well as the whole world. Finally, love. We're called to love God and to love neighbor. St. John the Cross says, in the twilight of our existence, we will be judged on love. So hopefully all of us will gain the pearl of infinite price, which is heaven.